Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use. For the purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, scholarship, and research, fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, personal use tips the balance of favor of fair use. Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh B'Shem Awashai B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honor to the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners. And to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. And this video is basically, I got sent a bunch of videos yesterday from different people, which is why the Spirit led me to do this. This is not a woman bashing video. This is an Israel bashing video, because you have to understand and realize that the state of our women is a part of our fall, is a part of our punishment. And and what really bugs me about particular women, being the women who so-called woke up to the fact that they're Israelites, but still continue to act the way the women of the world act, especially when you know and you believe, at least you say you do. This is Sirach 25 and 24, and it reads, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died." So as you see Eve on the screen, death came into the world via the woman. It's funny. Same as we put our seed into a woman and she brings forth our seed. She also brought forth death. All right, and as it was said by a brother, mentioning that and speaking as a man, that one of the apostles, I believe it was Elder Apostle Rakar, and I have to really ponder it. And I when I heard that, I was like, you know what? It makes sense that when the serpent, which was a man, was speaking to Eve in the garden, one of the things that he was speaking to her was basically feminism, that you can be equal to a man, and all this, that, and the other. And it all makes perfect sense when you look at the condition and the war between not only the Israelite man and woman, but typically all women versus men in this modern era, which can be blamed on that serpent, Esau Edom, because he's the one that gave them this freedom that destroys them, that destroys families, which was the plan, all right, which comes with democracy grenade, that democracy grenade. When democracy comes, what happens is the destruction of the family, the alphabet lifestyles, and basically what you see on the screen. And that a woman can go and be used up in her best years of her life, jumping from man to man to man, and then decide she wants a good man later on in life after you're already used and stained, and defiled. And especially if a man of the Lord is accepting you, understand it, because wisdom make of a wise man mad. So when you come into this truth, you look at women completely different. Once you begin to get understanding, you do. You just look at women completely different, because you're looking, especially if you know anything about her history and all the different men that she's been with. That makes it difficult, actually, and understanding the chemistry of pair bonding, and then when you understand that, and that a woman has been with more men than she could count, it kind of makes it hard to want to deal with women on a spiritual level. It really does. And I can only imagine how many men, and maybe even women too, these two have been with. All right. But this is Sirach 25:23, and it says, a wicked woman abateth courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. So, like These women that don't want to or just stop having sex with their man, they are like way out of order. You know what's it's like you have to understand that in this life that we live in, this present current evil world, uh, we don't have many comforts, and one of the few comforts that we have is our woman. And when your woman, you know, decides she's not in the mood and all that sort of thing, that can help destroy a man. I'm gonna tell you. But let me, here we go. Let's find a sister right here.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Part 15.
Matter of fact,
nerves are finna be.
You know what? Let's start this again.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Part 15. Nerves are finna be struck. If you are married or in a committed relationship with a man, you should not be withholding sex from him for no reason. Keep in mind, I said no reason. I know some of you, you may have just had a baby, you're postpartum, or you and your man are going through some like real issues in your relationship, or something else is going on, and you have a legitimate reason why. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking about those women who just don't feel like it, or just don't want to, for weeks, sometimes months on end. Can you imagine if a man did that? Like, just all of a sudden just stopped wanting to sleep with his woman? Y'all be ready to raise the deepest, darkest pits of hell. And it's a little suspect, because if you're not giving it to your man, who are you giving it to?
Exactly.
Shit that females are going to hate me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
So that's true, because a woman will complain about her husband, how she don't want to go have sex with him for whatever reason. All right, with the man that actually loves her, that spends money and time on her. All right, that makes sure that actually, it helps to ensure that of her well-being, even though she may not like him per se, because she feels like he could be given more to her or whatever, or more time, or whatever the reason being. But if when you're hungry, you're fed. If your lights don't go off, your phone doesn't go off. If he feeds your unappreciative, you ain't my daddy children, he helps take care of you. And if he's actually stirring your macaroni or your macaroni and cheese or your oatmeal, whatever you call it. All right. But still, you decide, because you're upset with him, you go and give yourself to another man. It's like, then if you're not giving it to him, who you giving it to? All right. No, nobody. I don't believe that. That's not the way the world. When a woman shuts down from a man, 99 times out of 100, there's another man in the picture, or men in the picture, especially this day and age. All right. So let's play a little bit of this madness and see what these two are talking about.
Judgment's personality or appearance based on a zodiac sign. It's the dumbest thing ever. I'm not gonna waste my time dealing with a woman that believes in that shit.
What type of girl are you looking for?
Oh, what type of woman I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Loyal.
Yeah.
Trustworthy.
Yeah.
Loving.
Yeah.
Definitely beautiful, but beautiful is not exterior, I've learned. Beautiful is all about your heart.
MVP and personality, but I'm looking for overall in different categories. I have like.
Oh my God. I would not share my DNA with these two women at all. Some men would, but yeah, there's no way. These are some, oh man, demanding women right here. But yet, they want to be treated like a new car, but they're a used vehicle. They're a used car on a new car lot, trying to be treated the same way, get the same price as a new vehicle. Let me find this other video.
To be struck.
Not
if
that
you
one.
Are married,
not you, sister, not you. You spoke already.
Or in a committed relationship with.
You're not gonna like this next thing that I got to say, but it has to be said. I told a story on my last page.
Yep, here we go. Oh, nope.
You're not gonna like this next thing that I got to say, but it has to be said. I told a story on my last page. A lot of y'all girls don't even mess with men who even like you, let alone would be willing to protect you. Right? So that's the first problem. I remember a girl I was cool with. She was about to move. This is a girl who got numbers galore. Beautiful girl. Could get dudes like that, right? Number after number in her phone. Every day at lunch, she's talking to a different dude, right? It's time for her to move. She asked me to help her move. I looked her in her face and I said, I know you lying. Every one of them numbers you got in your phone of all them different men, and you telling me you ain't got one you can call up to help you move.
That she lying with?
You need to delete every number you got in that phone. There is no reason you got that many numbers in your phone and ain't got one man you can call on to help you move. Reality is, I didn't mind helping her move, but I have a problem with helping you move knowing that every day you on the phone with a different man and you ain't got one that either you comfortable enough with asking to help you move,
Damn.
or one who didn't even just volunteer to help you when they heard that you was moving. Like, that's a problem. You're mismanaging something when you don't have no man to call on to help you, but you constantly on your back with different men.
There it
Shit
is.
that females are going to
There it is,
hate me
man.
for saying, but I'm
So a lot of women will, ooh wee. Matter of fact, let's click to this one now. Of course, we gotta endure the damn commercials and Salakia for that.
I'm having a bit of a tough day today, so I thought that I'd share that. Even though I'm the person who initiated the divorce, I'm feeling some jealousy because my ex is really out there working it. Not necessarily that he's looking for a girlfriend, but he's definitely working on building his social network. And that includes women.
What you really should be doing is working on building your spiritual network, because the women gonna come, man. And I see that more and more every day that goes by. The amount of women on my comment board, and now I'm on TikTok, so the amount of people, because you can talk to people directly on TikTok. I didn't even know that until as of lately. So don't even worry about women, man. You should be worrying about getting your spiritual self together. The women are going to come. All right, they're gonna come. Don't even worry about all that other stuff. Get your mind on your how about you now shy. Study to show thyself approved. All right, and don't be worrying about this, especially a woman who had a man who was trying to, maybe not being to her according to the world, but being a man unto her according to what the scriptures say. All right.
And even though I don't want to be with him anymore in that way, it still triggers jealousy.
This
and
is
pain.
nuts.
Still trigger jealousy and pain. What are you all about? You're the one that filed for divorce, so deal with it.
Exactly. She's the one that filed for divorce. I was trying to find this next woman. Yeah, this one here. 80% of women are the ones that file for divorce. All right? And typically, I'm going to tell you, when a woman stops being interested in you, especially a woman who was trying to have sex with you every time she saw you, and all of a sudden the sex is cut off, she's sexing somebody else. All right? And she may admit it, she may not admit it, but that's what's going on. All right? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 30, and it said, "Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. And thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof." The woman that was just speaking, she was living in a house that her husband actually, got for them. And now she's lonely. All right? She admits that she's lonely. Okay? And admits that she misses him. But yet she's too proud to reach out to him. You know, she could easily say, baby, I'm sorry, please take me back or come back. You know, but she won't do that. All right. Let's see what this one has to say.
By women. And a lot of men are shocked when it happens. But here's just one of the reasons why. When there's a lot of fighting and anger and bitterness, men feel like their wives are constantly nagging and constantly yelling at them and constantly in a bad mood. But we're trying to be heard and we're trying to let you understand and know we're not happy and this is why we're not happy and these are the changes.
But yet, once again, she's not happy, but she's not hungry. She has a roof over her head. You know, when she needs something, it's there. My child needed something, it's there. But she wanted something else. And how they say, Chad or Tyrone. All right. She just gets bored and she wants something else. I've said it many times. It does not matter how well you please them physically. All right. It doesn't matter if you got a gigantic rod or if you got an average rod or above average rod. All right. It does not matter. All right. Because there's been some, you know, what the women call them fuck boys. There's been some horse dudes that still women leave them for somebody else. Okay. Jeff Bezos' wife. I mean, what could she want? What else could she want? She had the world. But now she got his, you know, a good portion of his billions and freedom now. So she thinks.
Changes that we want in our marriage and our future.
No, you're not trying to be heard. You just want to complain and complain for no reason at all. That's the games that women play when they feel bored. If you want to be heard, you communicate with your man politely and peacefully, without you nagging him all the time. And I'ma be honest with you, if a woman keeps on nagging her man, one day he's going to be the one that files for divorce. Because the majority of men want a partner to share the peace and quiet with.
And then one day we just get silent. We pass you in the hall and smile. We sit down at the table and have dinner with the kids and there's no fighting and you're happy about it. You should be worried when a woman gets quiet.
Yep. Experienced it. Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not the land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return again to me, saith Yahweh. So, you know, once again, like I said, this is what we as men did unto the Lord, because the Lord is our husbandry. So in turn, the Lord made us to suffer through this sort of behavior. This is a part of going through the fire to get to the kingdom, man. All right. That part of that fire is that you can love your woman more than anything, man. And chances are she's going to betray you, or she has betrayed you, or she will. You know, and these brothers, no, not my wife. No, your wife too. More likely than not. You know, if you do have a woman, that rare occasion where you have a woman that's sticking by you through thick and thin, and no matter what, and she believing on the Lord, then you truly are blessed, brother. And I envy you with a righteous envy. This is Jeremiah 3:8, and it reads, and I saw for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. So some of us experience this happening to us multiple times. You think that you went through it and you wouldn't have to go through it again, and then you go through it again. But you know, it's like, how many chances must the Lord give give you, before you get right, man. All right, this is Amos 7:17, and it reads, therefore thus saith Yahweh, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth this land. And basically, that's where we are today. We're in captivity in a strange land. Our women are against us. Our children are dying in the streets, and they are against us. All right. And but you know what? Just keep your head up, because time is short. This place is about to fall. So once again, brothers, work on building yourself up spiritually. You know, don't worry about the women. The women will come, man. Isaiah 4:1 is that's a part of the prophecy. That day has to come. All right. And women are not going to get in line until that day and that time comes, not before. They're not. They're always going to have an excuse and an and or a but to say when you know when it comes to when it comes to you. All right. There's always going to be well, but or you should have, and it's always going to be something. All right. They're never going to submit unto your will, as the scriptures say. Matter of fact, let me get one more scripture. This is Sirach. All right. Because you women have to understand, when you're with a man, you're supposed to fall completely under his vibration, not your own. All right, it's his way, not yours. Okay, this is Sirach 25 and 26, and it reads. Well, I'm gonna start at the point is in 26, but I'm gonna start at 25. It says, "Give the water no passes, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather broad." All right. Verse 26 in the point. "If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go." So if she's angry because she wants you to do something, no, she's supposed to go your way. You're not supposed to go her way. She's supposed to fall under your vibration. All right. Simple as that. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Awashai Bashim Rakak Budash Wa Ababa Bal Kwam Yasharala Shalom.